This is Sarah, blog editor. I'm here with Chronicle, who is one of our original lead members. This series of interviews is designed to help citizens get to know their community council and community leads. So we're going to jump right into the first question for Chronicle. First of all, hi, Chronicle. How are you?
Hey, how are you?
Doing good. All right, lead us off with your pre-crypto background and experience.
Pre-crypto. I come from the healthcare field actually, and have been in consulting for quite a while. So most of the time, if I'm typing in the Discord, it's probably on the way to an airport or leaving an airport or on a plane. And was just traveling around the country pre-COVID. Now, not as much. But then, 2017 stumbled into crypto, just introduction to ETH and BTC. Like most people dabbling in the new space, tried things, some things worked, some things didn't. Rode the whole bull cycle back then, and then the bear market after, and then NFTs happened and got into it. The first NFT I got was actually 7. The very first anime-inspired NFT. I got burned with gas minting on that one. But then slowly, learned more about NFTs. I didn't know about Becker and Elliott back then, but learned of the project that they were building. Got very much interested in like the lore he was building and the character he was playing on Twitter, and then fell into that trap like everyone else. What
was the original stumble that got you into crypto?
Honestly, I've just always been a tech junkie. I like keeping up with anything that's new on the horizon. Even though it's not my professional life, I just like to read about it and learn about it. So 2017, I think I was on Reddit and reading about crypto and learning, certain things, and just started to dabble.
Makes sense. Everyone's got their story. So tell me then how you got into Neo Tokyo. Day one, riddles.
Yeah.
What was your story?
Day one minter. Funny enough, because I didn't really know many people in the space back then. Was following Becker's tweets, and Dr. JPEG, of all people, actually commented on one of Becker's posts about his NFT research lab. And I joined that Discord and actually met him and a few folks there, and we worked on it together. And that's how I was able to, break through the riddles and get in as day one minter.
Did you experience the trauma that I keep hearing reported over and over again?
Yeah, it was a lot of heartache and suspense and anxiety, sleepless nights, because you never knew when something was going to happen. There was many times I would be out with my family and we're in the middle of lunch or something. And I remember it was the cash payment, and I had to leave them in the restaurant and go to my car to just figure things out. So it was fun though. It was really entertaining.
Awesome. Okay, so give us a rundown of where you spend most of your time working now, whether it's Web3 projects, outside jobs. Where's your main focus?
I talk to Firestorm and Slime about this all the time. So I have maybe 4 corners of my life. One is still my healthcare consulting life. Luckily, like I mentioned, it's work from home lifestyle now, post-COVID, not as much travel, so I can manage my time a lot more efficiently. Second is Neo Tokyo, of course, functioning as a lead, managing our partnerships, outreach team, and just overall trying to bring opportunities to citizens, whether they're builders or not, just for the community. 3, through Neo Tokyo, I met Bleedkale, who, for those not familiar, he is one of the co-founders of Uptick, which is a growth marketing firm focused on Web3 gaming. And I officially joined them as a Web3 strategist. So I work with their clients as they're looking at Web3 entrants coming into the space, helping them with mint strategy consultation, networking for partnerships for them, etc. And then the last and most recent is the launch of my own project, Nucleus, which I'm happy to share more details, but generally it is a CRM connection platform for the Web3 audience.
Yeah, take a minute. Give us a rundown of what we can know now.
Yeah. So I've been facilitating network and connections through communities for a year and a half, 2 years now. And one of the
forever in Web3 terms.
in Web3 time forever. But one of the consistent obstacles that especially new founders face is you got to focus on the product and focus on optimizing your product and use case and value. But it's hard to also spend time networking and building the connections with those partner communities, because the Web3 space is still so small that you still need to interact with other communities to just showcase the value of your own product. So the issues that came up is unlock communication. People communicate, even though we're in Web3, they use Web2 tools to communicate. So Twitter DMs, Discord DMs, Telegram, email. All of this is not consistent, not logged. Another issue is verifiability of the people you're communicating with. It's a doxed world or undoxed world in Web3. And so scammers can portray themselves as founders of projects when they may not be, or you DM a project account thinking it's the actual main project account, but it's not the real one. And so that can cause issues. And then lastly, and I think we all feel this pain, Discord DMs are atrocious in terms of project management and really trying to zone in on what the total scope of your work is supposed to look like, what you're supposed to focus on and prioritize. So Nucleus is, our tagline is the center of the Web3 universe, where it is facilitating the connections B2B, where you have a secure encrypted two-way communication, a two-step verification of projects that are onboarded into Nucleus, secure transmission of data, including wallets, and then just that ability to look at a project management dashboard, see all of the collaborations and communications you have in flight, and then able to prioritize what you need to do for the day to be more efficient. And that's just scratching the surface. We have additional tool sets looking at on-chain analytics, targeting, and some things that we're really excited to announce in the future as well.
Oh, wow. Okay. I'm totally interested to hear more about that. I'm going to pick your brain as soon as this is done.
Absolutely.
All right. Let's go to the next question. What are your strongest areas of expertise for citizens who are kind of looking at council and leads and wanting to know who they need to talk to?
Yeah. So I'd say my strong suit is networking and building connections for folks. I have a large network of communities that have built relationships over a long period of time. So when it comes to expanding an audience, I have become, acquainted with that process very well. And then just, it may not be as necessary for citizens, because most of the citizens are very well-versed in mint structures and mint NFT strategy. But that's something else that I do through my uptick work.
Okay. And what do you absolutely hate working on? What should somebody not call you for?
Design. I'm not a designer or developer by any means. I do not know the first thing about, I can create an idea, and you could ask the rest of the leads. I've put proposals for, very ambitious projects, but I have no idea what the dev tool and design process would take to create it.
You just know somebody can do it, right?
I don't know, somebody can do it. If anywhere, somebody in Neo Tokyo can do it.
Right. For those that don't already know, what have you done for or inside of Neo Tokyo, or what are you most known for in the Citadel?
Yeah, I'm not the original founder of the outreach team, but I structured the outreach team to make it more efficient and more well-known in the space. During the bull market, we were probably bringing in the most opportunities from any community around Web3, and I'm very proud of that fact. Since then, within the leads, I've helped Firestorm and the rest of the leads in terms of structuring all of our higher utility partnerships in terms of exchange of utility opportunities that benefit citizens just by holding their citizen, and then other things that are in the works that I'm really excited to share soon.
Okay, so this one might be kind of obvious with that, but give us a little bit more why you wanted to join the leads.
Yeah, well, as you can remember, and a lot of the day one minters remember this as well, we just had a long process in the early days where many folks stepped up and really wanted to participate in forming this community to the max ability that it can perform at. And at the time, and understandably, Becker and Elliott held cards much closer to their chest, just because this was their baby. They wanted to make sure it's taken care of appropriately. So over time, as folks started to develop skill sets in different corners within Neo Tokyo, then there was more of an opening to then work on a larger leadership scale, which then I was really excited to participate in, because I knew from just my communication with other communities of the potential that we had in Neo Tokyo and what we can do as a group. And I hope that citizens have seen since we formed that leadership council that it's taken us to a better place and on the right track to achieve our milestones and goals.
Awesome. Okay. The question that makes everyone stumble, which one word do you want people to strongly associate with you? Originally, we were going for like marketing, developer, something like that, but we've had a whole gamut of words. So you can pick any word you want. There are no rules.
I mean, I'd have to go with connectooooor.
Connectooooor. How many O's would that be? Just
like
so I know.
5 O's.
5 O's. Okay. I just, spell check. Won't get that one. Connectooooor. I like that one. I think that makes sense for our outreach guy. Last question. Tell us a little something about you that others may identify with. Hobbies, outside interest. Who are you outside of the Citadel?
Yeah, I like to travel quite a bit. So that's basically where I feel peace. So I've been to a large number of international countries and visited a lot of places over the years, and I like to do that at least once a year.
Awesome. And you're not in Singapore right now?
No,
Obviously.
I wish. I'm actually very jealous, and we will experience a lot of FOMO from that citizen meetup.
I am right now. I think everybody I work with is in Singapore. So I'm like opening Discord in the morning and I'm just like, where is everybody?
Yeah.
Like, what are you guys doing? And then I remember we're all in different time zones, but everybody is there right now. So hopefully they're having a good time. Anything else you want to add for citizens before we wrap this up?
No, I think, one thing I like to touch on every town hall is to make sure that it's widely known that although there is a leads in council, every citizen has the opportunity to participate. This is not a closed system. So as you have ideas or insights or opportunities that you feel will benefit citizens, don't be afraid to reach out to any one of us to touch base and see what we can make happen together.
Awesome. Thank you. That was Chronicle, one of your community leads at Neo Tokyo. This recording will be available somewhere online, as well as a little cheat sheet and an article to get to know Chronicle better. And that's all we have for today.